In this alternative budget document, we are putting it to the government that this is all a matter of choice and that they have yet the opportunity and the time to make the right choices in the interests of citizens, to protect public services and to look after lower and middle income families. Well, austerity doesn't work. Austerity doesn't work in the interests of working people, lower and middle income families. You can't cut your way out of a recession. You have to grow your way out of a recession. We have 500,000 people unemployed. We have countless thousands exiled in Canada and Australia and elsewhere throughout the world. So we need to have job stimulus. We need to have the retention of jobs as part of a growth plan. And what Sinn Fein have put forward is a three-pronged approach. One, a jobs plan of investment in work. Two, a budget which is fair and equitable. And then next year we'll bring forward a plan and proposal to deal with the banking crisis. My general view is that people need to make a stand. However that manifests itself, it should be peaceful and it should be democratic. So I would actively encourage citizens to stand up for themselves, but also to stand up for those who cannot do so, for our elderly or who are having household or who are having home help hours cut. The people who are patients in our hospitals and our hospital services are being savagely undermined, and a whole range of other people, children with learning difficulties and so on. So let's make a stand and let's get this government to face up to the reality that it has to start acting in the interests of citizens as opposed to the golden circles. I note just from watching the media that, for example, students are on the march once again. People whose pensions are being affected are on the march. Carers are out there. The trade union movement is organising. So the combination of all of this surely has to motivate the government for once to do the right thing. I mean, this is the government which has no problem borrowing 67 billion, giving 64 of that to the banks, and then expects ordinary citizens to carry the can for a crisis which ordinary citizens didn't create. And at the height of the Celtic Tiger, Sinn Fein argued, because we applauded the success of the Celtic Tiger in terms of the wealth. We're not against wealth. But we said, let's invest this wealth, let's socialise it, let's put it into jobs retention, into public services, into new schools, into infrastructure, and we were lampooned for doing that. But now there's no problem about socialising the debt, and that's where people have to draw a line and say to the government, no more. Well, people are righteously angry when they hear about the banking elites being given big pensions. The Bank of Ireland was one of the recent ones. AIB have been the same. That CEOs or directors have been given huge bonuses and that they're guaranteed pensions that most people couldn't even hope to earn. And it's particularly an issue when the banks won't give credit to medium and small businesses and when the banks won't bring in fair policies for dealing with people who are in mortgage distress.